Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? How is life treating you? Sagittarius, how is life treating you? What's going on? How is life treating you? How has your week been going? Have you gotten any answers to any questions that you may have? What is happening? Spirits, talk to us on behalf of our wonderful Sagittarius family. Let's get rid of any negative energy because you're leaving it at the door before coming in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Whew. Sag, I'm telling you, what's been going on? How's your career? How's your money? How's your love life? What's happening? Spirits, talk to us. Reveal any messages that we may have overlooked. Show us the signs. Give us the clarity that we need. Give us the clarity that we need. Help us to rise above. Spirits, talk to us. What is the message? Ooh, strength. Ace of Pentacles. Wow. One of my favorite cards. That is definitely the Eight of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. The Moon. What is going on, Sagittarius? You're trying to make a decision on something. And you are just aiming. You're giving. You're giving. You're donating. You're giving. You know, you always give something to charities. And you're strong. You're getting through stuff because before, Sag, you was letting stuff take you down, and you're like, too many opportunities coming your way. I see money coming to you soon, within the next few months. And you want to make the right decision. You're looking towards the future, and what it is that you are there doing the work. You always put in the work regardless, no matter what anybody says. You always put the work in, and you do it quietly. You will reap your rewards, and I always try to come out front when it comes time for people receiving rewards, because your hard work is going to be paying off. This is one of my favorite cards because it shows that you got to put the work in to get the job done for yourself. And you don't have a problem with doing that, Sagittarius. You'll work quietly and do the job, follow the tasks and the assignments. And sometimes people even forget you're there at times, because when you're on your grind, you are on your grind. You don't care about what anybody else thinks. You don't want to hear anybody else's business or issues or anything like that. You just want to be able to dig deep down inside for yourself and come out on top, because what happens is sometimes when you put the work in and you don't see the results right away, people doubt that you put the work in, and it's not so much that you care, but you're offended that they don't know how hard you work for what you have. And that's one of their issues that is a problem for you. You're finding yourself. You're indecision. You don't know which direction to go. Even in a relationship, you're seeing, like, sometimes you don't really know what's going on. Sometimes people got hidden secrets and issues, but Sagittarius, you pick up this vibe and you know when something is off, and you question it. You don't just go around sharing your business with other people. You research everything because you don't want to be surprised. You don't want to be surprised. And sometimes things happen and you automatically think of a resolution. Let me give you an example. One of my girlfriends, she was getting married, right? And the invitations said one thing, and then she had to change stuff after with the last name. And I'm not sure if the groom was going under a different last name, but was really legally this last name. And she thought her last name was going to be this, and then she had to change it to this. It was so chaotic. But she made up her mind. Sagittarius. She's a Sagittarius. She made up her mind that, like they say, hell or high water, she was going to get through with her wedding. There was nobody or nothing going to prevent her from marrying the man that she loved. And she adapted to the situation. She put the time in to correct the information that was there so everybody had the correct information. And what she did behind closed doors, she did behind closed doors with her fiance to be husband. But she was caught off guard, having to change things for whatever personal reason she never shared. But we all knew that it was some kind of mess up. And they corrected it. They corrected it. And she put on, like they say, her big girl panties. And she took off. She took off to clear up everything. And brushed it off like it never happened. She was resilient. She found a way to get through. And that's what you do. That's what you do, Sagittarius. When things trouble you or something is off and your vibe picks up that something is off, you somehow find a way to get back on track. So right now you're indecisive about something. You're not sure which direction to turn. You're seeing red flags in your relationship. You're putting in the work and not growing as quickly as you would like. You know there's opportunities and options for you, but it's like, when are you going to see the money, really see the money? You always having to become resilient where you, and, work your strength to get through certain obstacles and challenges that you have to face. And it's frustrating at times because you're putting the work in, but you're not seeing immediate results. You're a giver. You're always looking out for other people, always taking care of other people, always got to fix this and fix that. You say, okay, I'll handle it. I'll take care of it. Situations where you could experience, you might be at a job where you're a nurse, a doctor, a lawyer, things that you are able to apply yourself to and fix, repair. That's what you like doing a lot of times, because sometimes you get drained and you're tired, but the excitement and the thrill of applying yourself to fill some of these open positions where the need exists for you to fix things, because you like knowing that you handled a situation or you took care of it. You're always teaching other people, showing you are a good example for others to learn from. That's why you like being in those type positions, because when you eventually find your way through something, you're willing to share that information, and you realize that it was not as easy as you may have thought it would be. You put the time, you put the work in, and now you have mastered it. You have aced it, and you are a go-to person to learn. And you can be so nurturing when it comes to other people. So I see here where you're looking out for people in need. You're helping to feed the homeless. You give donations of clothing, etc. You are a giving person. And you like to be in fields where you have to help other people, service other people, so that they can be better. You have such a loving and caring spirit. And you're out there. You're doing the work that's necessary. You're making things happen in the lives of others. And it's such a beautiful thing to watch. And your heart is truly, truly part of it all. You're overcoming, you're facing things head on, and you're not giving up. Everything may not align in the favor that you would like at the time, but things eventually work itself out. And that's what you have recognized as well. You realize that things are worked out. You know, your dreams, your illusions, everything that you have thought about, you know, like you can foresee certain things, and it's so beautiful. So you can, Sagittarius, you can manifest what it is that's really resonating with you so that it can be carried out and achieved. You would like things to be a little bit more swift because you feel you're putting in so much work, but you're not getting the immediate gratification results that you need right now. Now, it reflects you still there doing hard work. You're involved, you're active, you're working on making things better, not just for yourself, but for your family. So, because it doesn't come right away, you doubt if it's going to come. It's coming. It's just that you got to continue putting the work in. There is a blessed opportunity for you. It's coming into fruition. Because if you weren't being blessed slowly but surely, you wouldn't be able to give as much as you do. You're a giver, you're a tither, you're somebody that makes sure that you're good and you look out for other people with what you have left because you want to make sure you give. You know, you have illusions. You see yourself through your daydreams about what it is that you want. When you close your eyes, it's so close. You could touch it. You could touch it, Sag. But when you open your eyes, it's further away. That dream and that persistence and that consistency will bless you over and over and over again. The opportunities are there. You're optimistic. You're seeing the future. You're seeing the possibilities. You got your Ace of Pentacles, everything here. It is coming to you. And that's the thing. You're in the process. And that's what distracts people so much because you know what? The process could be long and enduring. But that's for you to know through that experience what you're really capable of, the tenacity and strength you possess. That's why the first card on your deck was strength. Strength. Through all the crap you go through, you have to be resilient. You have to find your strength. And you have the power. You have the strength. As you continue to get more aligned with yourself and recognize the possibilities through your hard work, even though the decision may be difficult at times to make, the right decision will come to you and you will make it. You are about your business. And in this realm of your life right now, it's like you're seeing the possibilities. Sometimes, you know, things are just black and white, cut and dry for you. And you just go through the motions. You do what you need to do so you can elevate, right? But there are times when you venture out of the box and you say, I want more for myself. People always talk about they want more, but do they put the work in? But it shows you here with Eight of Pentacles that you are doing the hard work. You're doing the necessary to achieve your goals. And you sometimes get frustrated, but you don't stop. You know what my dad always said, right? Perseverance seldom fails. My father instilled that in us so much. Perseverance seldom fails. When you think that you're down, you're only taking a breather, a breath. That's why I tell you practice your breathing. So when you encounter these type of challenges, intense challenges, you're able to breeze through because you've been there before. You know how to act. You know how to go through stuff. And as long as you keep believing and forging, that's what I tell people. There are roadblocks on your journey. No matter how hard you work, there's always something or someone trying to throw a wrench at you. You know, like say you're climbing up the ladder and you're almost there, and then people behind you start throwing, remember dodgeball? Imagine them throwing that dodgeball at you, at your back and your head and everything, because they see you about to reach the top. They see you knowing what you want, building your self confidence, and reaching out because you see it. You see it. It's right there. You see it. And even though you can't tangibly touch it yet, you've tasted it in your dreams. You've seen yourself embracing it in your dreams. And you have this anxiety, it's built up anxiety because you're almost there. You're almost there. And you're wanting to know if you're making the right decisions at this time. Because if you back out, you stand the chance of not having to worry about failing because it wasn't going to happen anyway. But to stick to it and keep your nose to the grind and still continue taking baby steps, crawling, doing whatever you have to do to get to the next level. Sometimes it just gnaws at you, it eats at you, Sagittarius, because you know the work you've put in and you're still not where you want to be as of yet. And some people make it look so easy. Don't envy anybody. Everybody has a time. And you're working towards making your ground level stable. So you don't have to run this race with other people. You're not in a competition, only with yourself. Who cares what other people are doing? When you see other people achieving their goals and dreams and just ecstatic and sharing with the world, applaud them. Applaud them. Good for them. We support them. Just as we hope they will support us when we are on ground for stability and we have arrived at our place, at our throne, at our goal. So you on the ground running right now and you're tired. Take some vitamins, drink some water, and make sure you have some vegetables in your system. Eat a good meal. And the feeling that I'm getting right now, Sagittarius, is one of great hope. Fear a little where it's making you doubt that you could get through to the next level. The higher you climb, the more work that is involved. Now, if you want to be at the status quo, you could stop now because you've already bypassed that. That's why they're throwing the dodgeballs at you. That's why the challenges are coming. Come on. You know that when you are reaching for higher ground, there are obstacles that come, unexpected challenges. You're not going to just get access to that door just like that. You know how much work you have to put in to get to that level? You weren't born with a silver spoon. You believe in hard work. And even if you were born with a silver spoon, you are the type of person that you'll enjoy stuff, but you want to know you put your time and effort into. You don't want nobody saying, oh, daddy gave it to you or mommy gave it to you. No, you gave it to you. Of course, there's going to be some doors that might open a little bit sooner for you than other people if you're on that level with the silver spoon, but you still want to be known that you put the hard work in. You don't want nobody saying no nonsense. Well, your mommy gave it to you, your daddy gave it to you, because you know what? You worked hard for what you have, and you are proud of yourself, and don't let anyone make you feel ashamed. You give to charities, you support, you do whatever is possible. It shows you giving. It shows you sharing. Look at that. That's like the Six of Pentacles. You are a giver. You give from the heart, Sag. And I know right now it seems like you're putting your head into a wall a million times. But let me tell you something. Oh, if you see the great possibilities and the opportunities coming to you and your dreams coming into reality, you wouldn't feel the way you feel right now because you would see it. But the thing is, in order for you to achieve it, you've got to believe it. When you believe it and you see it as that illusion in the sky, and you know, let's say that the steps are written out for you every step of the way as to what you have to do. You're climbing up those steps with the swiftness, but it's not. So you have to feel your way through different levels until you get the key to the next door. Think of it as being an escape room. Pick up the clues. Keep working towards finding a way out, finding a way up, and put the work in, which you already are doing. So even though right now it's like it seems frustrating because you feel lost in a sense, you're not sure which direction to go. You got red flags about this, red flags about that, people testing you. Oh, you're exhausted. You want to make the right decision, but you don't know if it's the right decision. Life is something else, isn't it? Sagittarius, continue doing that daydreaming. Continue having those illusions and seeing beyond. Continue believing in yourself. Continue with the hard work. Continue looking at the options available to you. Research what you need to know. This is where your strength and tenacity must have the crown on so that you can follow through on what you need to do. As long as you stay on this path, you will have to make a decision as to what you want. That's why I tell people to manifest and write it down so you can foresee it, imagine it, taste it, hold on to it. And this is what's happening right now, and you believing in it. You are getting so many different messages. You're trying to make sure that you make the right decision, and you're not sure right now. But as you continue to go through it, you're going to figure it out on your own, which direction to go. You're hopeful. You're seeing that there's more to this story, and you're going to write and fill in those pages yourself. Not every story is dictated for you. You have to find your way through and find out what messages were directed at you. You could look at it at face value and say, oh, that's not for me. That's for somebody else. But through the little intricate parts in it, there's a message underlying there for you as well. And you could miss that boat if you don't pay attention. It's like being, like I said, in the escape room. There's clues to take you to the next clue, to take you to the next clue. But if you don't focus on the clue or even think of where it might be, you're going to miss the exit. You're not going to get through. You're going to be stuck. So take this time to listen to yourself. Ask yourself the question, what is it that I really want? What is it that I am seeking? What is it that I'm working toward? Which option is best for me and my family? Can I do this? Do I want to do this? Those are the basic questions that you need to know the answer to, and everything else will line up. But you have to make a decision on every level, Sagittarius. You can't leave it for chance. You can't leave it for anybody else. This is your message. This is for you. And you have to pay attention. This is a crucial time in your life. That's why the first card is what? Strength. Because of what turmoil, obstacles, terrain that you will have to go through that may not be as easy as you would like. But you got to get through because perseverance seldom fails. So the doorways of opportunity have opened for you, and you need to figure out which is the one for you. Think of dreaming about something and seeing it in your vision and the light shining on it. You could see the exact setup of the house, the layout, everything, and you're so in love with it. And we use a house as an example. You're willing to put the work in to achieve what you want. So as you're going through the phases, through the channels, it gets more intense for you because you're getting closer to what it is you're seeking. And when you know for sure what it is, let's say it is a house, and you're getting cold feet because you feel it's not going to come through. Remember a hot potato? This is how you feel at times. You're that potato, and you don't know where you're going to land. So that's why the decisions become hard, because you want to believe, but you're scared to believe. You want to achieve, you want to receive, and you're a giver. So your time is coming, but nobody knows the day, the time, the location. So as long as you keep working towards achieving it, you're going to gain that clarity that you need, and you're going to start seeing it clearer and clearer and clearer, eventually until you're able to touch it. But you can't miss out on the clues, because the whole journey is about experiencing life. And you may not get it at the time, but your story is a story that could be told. So you have to go through each intricate part of it, because this is your story. And this is a story you could share with the world, because you know what it's like to have to utilize your strength to get the opportunities and blessings by doing the hard work, giving to others and not just worried about yourself, daydreaming and believing and letting it resonate with you, and researching the answers to your questions so that you could achieve these goals, because you see it, you could taste it, it's right there. And then as you get closer, more and more decisions come to you, because you're answering questions that you have and need answers to. And you're seeing yourself getting through. And you're like, you know what? I should do it this way. I'm going to take this block, because I remember being around here before and getting stuck in traffic. So I know that if I take this road and go back and then take this road back over this way, I'll be able to beat the traffic on that side. Because you paid attention. Because you let it resonate with you. Sagittarius, you got this. It's all about going through the process to figure out and find your best self, your best route to take. You're creating your own map. And all of the experiences that you picked up with those nuggets along the way have cleared the pathway for you to absorb the information like a sponge and let it resonate with you, so you can continue growing and building. You're starting to get it right now. Life is a process. And a lot of times when people take shortcuts, they run into dead alleys and dead ends. You're doing it the right way. You're picking up the clues along the way, and you're applying them to your life. And you still give, you still tithe, you still find a way to donate and give part of yourself to others, which is part of the process. Take care. Garnetqueentarot here saying, be inspired to rise. Get in tune with yourself. Get to know yourself better. Make decisions and keep working hard, and recognize the fact that you don't have all the answers. We don't have all the answers, but you could only be part of the journey if you're on the path. You can't do it sitting at home. You wanting to grow, you have to go. And if you're working from home, that's a different story. You could be remote. You're just looking toward the future. You have easy access to your Google and other accounts so that you can get the answers to questions you may have. But most importantly, manifest what you want. Have those dreams. Have those feelings. Believe and be confident in yourself. Perseverance seldom fails. And you know that you can get through, because you've been here before, where you had to go through a difficult challenge and you're still standing. You got this. Don't worry, Sagittarius. It's new challenges coming as well as phenomenal growth. And in order to get to every level, you got to go through every obstacle. Some are easier to jump over than others. Some hurdles make you lose balance. But because of your perseverance, seldom fails. Perseverance seldom fails. Peace, love, prosperity. Garnet Queen Tarot here saying, be inspired to rise. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for the support of the channel. You are appreciated. Take care and talk soon.